Hey guys.
Hey.
The idea of pursuing your dreams is very popular in society, but is following your dreams really worth it? So today we want to have a fun and candid conversation about this very topic, as we've pursued our dreams in many ways over the years.
Yeah.
And also we want you to help us co-create by asking you some questions. Please drop your comments below and let us know, do you think pursuing your dreams is worth it and why? And also, whilst we're at it, please show love to our channel and hit that subscribe button. And if you like what we're sharing today, then please also like this video too.
Today we're going to dive in and really just answer very candidly 3 key questions. Is following your dreams worth it? We're going to share from our own perspectives what our dreams were before we met, right? It's one of the things we're going to talk about in this video. We're also going to talk about when is following your dreams not possible. So hang in there as we walk through very candidly these very key questions in order to help you ultimately decide whether it's worth your while really following your dreams.
I'm Mary.
I'm Ken.
Of the Humble Penny and Financial Joy Academy, and what we do on this channel is to give you the tips, the insights and the practical hacks to help you work towards a dream life of financial independence and money joy.
Awesome. Right, let's dive in now and let's just have this candid chat, right? So first question I've got for you, I'm going to ask you.
This is all unplanned, by the way.
Right, yeah, is what were your dreams before you met me? So what were your dreams?
Okay, so I was a young girl with many dreams, and yeah, I had traditional dreams and I had ambitious dreams. So obviously I wanted to get married, have 4 children.
4 children?
4 children.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and have my own home, mortgaged home, by the way. I wanted to run my own business. And I wanted it to fund my not-for-profit kind of organisation for girls, helping them to be confident and bossy in life. And so my route for doing that was to have a nice small portfolio of properties to kind of sustain that dream. So another one of my dreams was to just be able to do more work back home, so back home Nigeria, where I'm from, where you're from as well, and also to be able to help my parents financially. I dream to travel the world. I'd already started doing that when I met you, and then meeting you, we just kind of like we got a bit crazy with our traveling, guys, but that's another story. So to travel the world, and also, but this is before meeting you, right? Because I didn't have even more dreams once we met. Another dream was also to do like mission-led work, to be able to go, you know, around the world and just do charitable work without having to worry about, you know, bills and all of that stuff. Yeah, so that's some of my dreams. How about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, wow. So some of my dreams, when I think about them, when I go back, I have to really think about this one, is for me, I wanted to have something with my name on it. So just a bit of background, as someone who moved over to the UK as a first generation immigrant on my mum's passport, I didn't have any ID with my own name on it.
Right.
So for me, the first kind of dream I had was I want something with my name on it. And that first thing I ever got with my name on it was my driver's license. So passing my driving test and just crossing that line and just having that thing that became my key ID. Other dreams I had were definitely the dreams of traveling, you know, just because, you know, when we moved here, we had restrictions around traveling. We couldn't really travel anywhere for quite some time.
Yeah.
And so for me, that big dream of actually traveling, and tied to that, I actually wanted to just, and this might not appeal to a lot of you who were born in this country, like you, for example, I wanted to become, have dual citizenship. I wanted to become a British citizen as well as being a Nigerian national.
Yeah.
And that was a dream for me because, like, you know, obviously I didn't move here with having those rights straight away. So for me, that was a really, really big thing.
Yeah.
The other dream was really to own a home. You know, to have a, you know, to be able to walk to my door.
Yeah.
To be able to open the door and walk straight in. You know, one of those houses that I could just walk straight into.
Yeah.
And to really just over time start to build a family as well. You know, that was some of my dreams.
Good. I remember that we also shared a dream after living in a flat that we wanted a house where we had our own drive, where we can drive and park our car into our drive.
Yeah.
It just made a difference for us, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and I just want to mention one more. I mean, just we're going somewhere with this because it's just important for you guys to understand kind of what we had as dreams many years ago and just how that's developed over time and whether it's been worth pursuing those dreams at all. But one of the dreams I had was really to run my own business, one that was a profitable business, but one that was a purposeful business. So you had to have the two P's, purposeful and profitable. But the thing is, I had a corporate job, I had a corporate career, you know, and although my family are entrepreneurial and, you know, we've done many things, entrepreneurial things, I never actually thought that I'd ever get to that point where, or rather, I had this big doubt around at what point would I ever like quit my like big corporate job, you know, and I was going up in my career and stuff. At what point would I ever be able to do that and kind of maybe focus on what I've always wanted to do, which was to perhaps run my own thing or at least have a go at doing it. So again, that was another big dream that we had. So given, you know, just us just talking about our dreams now, in your view, do you think that following your dreams is worth it?
I would say yes.
He's really just thinking about it.
No, because I was going to say, I would say 100% yes.
Okay.
Yeah, following your dreams is definitely worth it.
So what evidence have you seen? Like, just, you know, why did you say that?
Like certain things that we have achieved in terms of the dreams we've pursued, that wasn't always the case. You know, we weren't at that stage where we could say, yeah, we've done this, I can tick this off, I can tick that off. And I think that when you're not there yet, there's this kind of level of frustration, also kind of stress and this kind of like anxiety, like I'm not where I need to be. And so because of that, you're not really enjoying the here and now. It kind of affects your everyday. It just affects your day-to-day life in different ways, you know? I mean, it might be different for you, but for me, it's like if you've got an idea or you've got a dream, it just keeps playing in your head, right? And it's just taking up space in your head that you could free up to do other things, you know, creative things and to come up with. But until you've actually said that, yes, I've gone for it, I've tried, and I can say that I pursued my dreams, there would always be that kind of like, there'll be this kind of like regret,
okay.
Yeah. And you can only become a better person for pursuing your dreams.
Wow.
You know, for me, for example, I can be a better mum to my children because I can, you know, tell them you can be whatever you want to be, but I can say it from a place of like truth and kind of authenticity when I know that I've done it myself, I've lived it myself, whereas if I haven't, it's kind of hard for me to encourage other people and my children to follow their dreams if I don't feel like I've done it. Or
that's hugely powerful.
How about yourself?
Like, so my answer would be, is following your dreams worth it? Absolutely. And I'd say the evidence really, although I'm biased in a way because the evidence I see is the evidence around me and around us, right, is that I don't know of anyone who has pursued their dreams and ever regretted pursuing their dreams.
Okay.
That's one thing I can say. And I say that because from my own perspective, as someone who began from ground zero with my family, there was no other option really. You know, then we had so many things against us from whether it's a legality perspective, whether it's just like not having any money, whether it's just not having connections or people or friendships or relation, you know, whatever. I just felt, you know, something about having a dream just gave me hope as well. Like you just felt like I have this thing that I could possibly become a reality for me one day. And it was fun trying to work out how to start to work towards it. Like, how do you start to take those little steps to work towards it? And it, you know, could you dare do it as well? You know, and the thing I should mention as well is that I've had many dreams, some kind of running parallel to each other, and some way bigger than some others. But what I found was that the more I achieved one thing, the more I believed, and I learned from that process and believed that, you know what, I could actually like apply my learning to achieve something else.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed doing that as well. I kind of enjoyed
really
being able to celebrate those wins.
Awesome. It's like you're building a muscle, right? The more of those small little dreams that you can say you've achieved, the more you're able to even dream bigger and feel that it's not actually impossible. Yeah.
How have you been able to decide what dreams to pursue? So I asked this because, okay, let me ask you straight up. So of all those dreams you mentioned at the start of this video, what percentage would you say you've actually achieved so far now in your mid-30s?
65-70%.
Okay, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
Even at this rate, I mean, that's pretty high.
Yeah. What about that? What about yourself?
I'd probably say about 80%.
Okay.
Good. Probably say 80%. Which, in my own assessment means that, us kind of setting off to achieve those dreams has been a good thing for us. We've had good experiences. And by no means we're not in a perfect place, because we still have bigger dreams.
We have bigger dreams and we have new dreams as well. So exactly. But we also have shared dreams, which is nice, because we've been able to pursue them together and achieve them together, which is really good.
Which is really powerful, I think, for couples to take a note of. So I think it'd be good as we're talking about this, how do you think you decide what dream is worth pursuing? Because maybe whilst you're thinking about it, I'll just share how I kind of think about it. I think for me, it has to be a dream that I feel just comes from a place of that will add something quite significant to my life. That I really feel is not just some vanity thing, but like I really feel will materially change my life. And I've seen evidence that other people have been able to achieve it.
Yeah.
And because I've seen the evidence, I'll give you guys an example. Like, remember when I used to say to you that I wanted to become an entrepreneur, and because my family, like, everybody does business, right? It's what we like, even from war times, when dating back to when my mum and dad were teenagers. During war times, they were selling fish and selling yams and selling all kinds of things. They've always been on that entrepreneurial game, and it's just been in the family DNA. But it's taken me a while to believe that was something that I could actually do. But the more I saw evidence of it, and I mentioned to you one particular year when mum basically made some financial moves, that as soon as I saw those financial moves, like the kind of money she spent on buying land and buying some assets, as soon as I saw that, I said to myself, okay, there's absolutely no way that I'd be able to make this kind of move being an employee. And for me, that was like almost a line in the sand moment, which is like, okay, here's the lifestyle, here's the hard work, here's the income that comes from doing it. I've got enough evidence around me to believe that if my mother or my dad or my sisters or my brother, if all these people can do it, then surely I can do it as well.
That's definitely helps, you believe in that it is achievable when you can see other people around you, especially immediate family, doing it, which I totally get it. Because like with me, I never ever saw myself as being, like, although I went to uni, I got my degree, I never saw myself wanting to climb that career ladder. It was always, it's good to get experience, but I definitely want to translate that transferable skills into my own business, because like yourself, I've seen my brothers come out of uni and just go straight to business for many years and do well in their various businesses. And so it's just good to see, like you said, family and people around you making those moves.
And you can model it.
And you can model it as well, exactly. Yeah. But for me, I would say what would make me decide what dream to pursue would be, what dream do I have the most conviction? Like which... Wow, conviction. That I would say that. Which one do I feel most convicted to do? Like, what's keeping me up at night, like thinking, I need to get this done. I think that's where... And obviously, like you said, what's the transformation going to be? Not just for me, but that's how I would look at it. That's
how you've been able to say, okay, this is the dream I'm going to pursue,
and why,
why I'm doing it.
That's
powerful.
Yeah. All right, so tell me, when do you think following your dream is not possible?
I think it's not that it's not possible. It's more that there are likely many things that could be in your way that actually stop you following your dreams.
Yeah.
Like things that are completely outside of your control. So for me, for example, it was just the battle of the immigrant, kind of like the legalities and all of that stuff, and trying to get all of that stuff sorted out.
Yeah.
But even with that though, it didn't stop things happening.
Yeah.
Like the hustle carried on, the education carried on, all the things kind of carried on in the background. I think for other people, I think there's also this idea that people almost come up with excuses as things that stop them from achieving their dreams.
True. Yeah.
That is a valid reality. Quite a lot of people do that, where they say, well, actually, this particular thing is the thing that's stopping me, when in actual fact, it's almost as though they are creating that thing in order for them not to pursue their dreams. So I wouldn't say that there are probably other circumstances that are much more serious that mean that many people can't actually pursue their dreams.
Of course.
So there's, I wouldn't say that absolutely everyone can, at every moment, can pursue their dreams. I think there's a timing factor as well.
Yes.
In that at some stages of your life, you just cannot pursue your dreams because you just have certain practicalities, certain situations, certain restrictions. It might be your family situation. It might be children. I don't know. Whatever. It might be just the stage of your career, maybe. But I think the fact that you then have that option in the future to pursue your dreams is a big thing. Yeah. Just for example, I didn't just choose to suddenly go and run the Humble Penny, full time and leave my corporate job. I didn't choose that years ago. Yeah. I've been through a career process of about 13 to 14 years of working in the city, cutting my teeth and working in those hostile environments. Yeah. And then at some point, after kind of making the right decisions, chose to actually take the leap to do something else.
Yeah. That's good.
I mean, what do you think? Is there a situation in your view that someone would say it's just not a possibility for me to pursue my dreams? It's just not my. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard one because I think that as a mum, sometimes it's really hard for mums, just even mentally, to even want to pursue their dreams because maybe they've just had a child. It might have been like a traumatic birth, and just the whole idea of wanting to pursue your dreams. I think you could just kind of maybe park it for a bit because you just want to build, bring up a healthy child, and just get through each day. So I guess it depends. There are seasons, so it might not be right now, but maybe later. Like you gave examples of family and just other external factors. But there's also a case to be said that there will never be the right time. You will never have the perfect time to do something.
Oh wow, that's powerful.
And some opportunities come and some of them go. And once they've passed, you never get the opportunity again. And I think some people take comfort in, that saying, maybe it wasn't meant to be. But what if it was meant to be and you just were not kind of ready, or you didn't think it was the right time? Like with you, I remember when you said you wanted to do your MBA. Yeah. And we were pregnant with our second child, and I was thinking, what are you talking about? Yeah. Why? Totally. Why now? Just why? But you were just so convicted that you wanted to do the MBA, and knowing you and all of what you've achieved, even whilst being an immigrant, and I just knew that
I still am.
Yeah, exactly. But I knew that there was definitely power in just going for things now, because there was never a perfect time, and you've been able to achieve so much because of that. So I thought, what, your track record shows that you like to, when you've set your mind to something, you go for it and you go hard. So for that reason, I don't think it's the best timing, but I'm happy to fully back you because I know that you've done your due kind of diligence, and you'll get the best outcome out of it. And it so happens that things just worked out so well in terms of funding, that you were able to get. And, if we waited like a year or so, that might just not have happened.
Yeah.
So
that's so interesting, because as we've seen with this year, for example, with what's going on in the world,
Exactly. Some people probably had plans to say to do things maybe later on down the year, and now what's happened, this whole thing that's going on in the world has actually stalled a lot of people's plans entirely. So there's definitely power in just going for it now and not waiting for the perfect moment, because that perfect moment might never come. Yeah, I mean, I just love that point you made about, there is a cost to delay, cost to almost stalling. Yes.
Exactly. I mean, I just feel we've just been very fortunate for taking leaps.
Yeah, we've been blessed.
We've been blessed, really just almost building this inner culture, this internal culture of wanting to get things done. Yeah. If we believed enough in it and we had a vision together, we would just go for it. Exactly. And I think that's such a powerful thing. So anyway, I think it's a good point. Cool. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed this candid chat. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you think it's worth following your dreams? Should you pursue your dreams? If the answer is yes, we'd love to know why. What evidence have you seen around you to suggest that it's worth pursuing your dreams? If the answer is no, we'd also love to know why you think it's not worth pursuing your dreams. And if that's the case, what's the alternative to not pursuing your dreams? Yeah. Let us know in the comments. I think this would make a really good conversation in the comments as a community. Yes, let us know below, guys, in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you. If you made it to the end of this video and you've not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Exactly. Please do hit that subscribe button and show our channel some love. And if you like this video and what we were sharing today, please also hit that like button. And why not share this video with somebody you feel would help? Awesome. Thank you guys so much as ever. And as always, in all things, be thankful and seek joy. Take care, guys. Bye. Bye.